Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got these two pink shaded squares. This big square AECF and this smaller square CDBP, fully inscribed in a semicircle, as you can see in this diagram, such that these points A and B are on this semicircle. And O is the center of this semicircle, and moreover the combined area of these two pink squares has been given to us as 54 square units. And now our task is to calculate the area of this green shaded region, this area, this green area, and this green area combined. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step. Let's focus on this big pink square. Square means all these side lengths are equal. I'm going to label all these side lengths as lowercase a across the board. And likewise, I'm going to label this smaller square as their length as lowercase b, lowercase b, lowercase b, and lowercase b across the board. And now let's recall the area of a square formula. Area equal to s square, where s represents the side length of the square. Therefore, the area of this big pink square, this one, is going to be a square. And likewise, the area of this small pink square is going to be b square. So therefore, this total pink square area is going to be a square plus b square. And we know that this total pink square area has been given to us as 54. So therefore, I am going to substitute this total pink square area as 54 on the left hand side. So therefore, we can write this equation as a square plus b square is going to be equal to 54. And I'm going to label this our equation number 1. And now let's make an observation. We can see the area of this green shaded region is going to be equal to the area of this whole semicircle minus the area of this pink shaded area. And now we know that our pink shaded area has been given to us as 54. So we can substitute this one over here. So therefore, now our only task is to calculate the area of this given semicircle. And here's our next step. I have connected these points A and C, and we got this diagonal. And now we can see all these angles are 90 degrees each for this square. So therefore, this diagonal is going to make this angle 45 degrees, and this angle is going to be 45 degrees as well. And likewise, I have connected this point C with this point B as well, and this way we got another diagonal. So therefore, likewise, this diagonal is going to make this angle 45 degrees as well. And now let's focus on this right triangle AEC. And we are going to use the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle. And here's our Pythagorean theorem: a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, this hypotenuse is this diagonal AC, and our other two legs are A and A. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this formula. So we got a square plus a square equal to AC square. So therefore, AC square turns out to be 2 times a square. And I'm going to undo this square on both sides. So therefore, our AC length turns out to be a times square root of 2. So therefore, this diagonal AC length turns out to be a times square root of 2. And likewise, now we are going to focus on this another right triangle BDC, whose side lengths are B and B. And if we apply the Pythagorean theorem, then our this BC length is going to be b times square root of 2 as well. So therefore our this diagonal BC length turns out to be b times square root of 2. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this whole angle ACB is going to be 45 degrees plus 45 degrees is going to give us 90 degrees. Since this angle turns out to be 90 degrees, so therefore this angle subtends this whole arc measurement as 90 degrees as well. And here's our next step. I have connected this point A with this point B, and as a result we got this right triangle ABC. So therefore let's focus on this right triangle ABC, and we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle. And here's our Pythagorean theorem once again: a square plus b square equal to c square, and our two legs are a times square root of 2 and this leg b times square root of 2. And now we are going to calculate its hypotenuse AB. So let's go ahead and substitute in this formula. So our a value is a times square root of 2 whole square plus b times square root of 2 whole square equals to our diagonal is ab whole square. And now we can see 2 is in common. So therefore ab square turns out to be 2 times a square plus b square. And now from this equation 1 we know our a square plus b square value is 54. So therefore I am going to substitute this a square plus b square value as 54 over here. As you can see in this next step, I have substituted this value 54 over here. So therefore our AB square value turns out to be 108. Now I'm going to undo this square by taking a square root on both sides. So therefore our AB length, if we simplify the right hand side, that is going to give us 6 times square root of 3. So therefore our this diagonal AB length turns out to be 6 times square root of 3. And here's our next step. I have connected this center O with these points A and B. And now let's recall inscribed angle theorem. According to this theorem, the inscribed angles that intercept the same arc are congruent. And here we can see that this angle AOB and this angle ACB intercept the same arc, this AB, whose measurement is 90 degrees. So therefore we conclude that this angle AOB is going to be 90 degrees as well. And here's our next step. Let's focus on this right triangle AOB. And now we can see that this AO is the radius of this semicircle. So I'm going to label this one as lowercase r, and this OB is the radius as well. So this is going to be lowercase r as well. And now we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle. And here's our Pythagorean theorem once again: a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, our two legs are r and r, and our this hypotenuse is 6 times square root of 3. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks. So we got r square plus r square is going to be equal to 6 times square root of 3 whole square. Let's simplify. So we got 2r square on the left hand side equals to 108 on the right hand side. Let's divide both sides by 2. So therefore our r square value turns out to be 54. And now we are going to calculate the area of this semicircle. And now let's recall the area of a circle formula: area equal to pi r square, where r is the radius. And since we are dealing with this semicircle, so therefore the semicircle area is going to be pi r square divided by 2. So therefore I can write this one as pi divided by 2 times r square. And we know our r square value is 54. So therefore I'm going to substitute this r square value as 54 over here, as you can see in this next step. And if we simplify, that is going to give us 27 times pi. And finally, let's recall this equation once again. Our green shaded area is going to be equal to the semicircle area minus this pink shaded area. And our semicircle area is 27 times pi, and our pink shaded area is 54. So therefore, we are going to substitute in this equation. So this is going to be 27 times pi minus 54. So thus our green shaded area turns out to be 27 pi minus 54 square units. And that is going to be approximately equal to 30.82 square units as well. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.